It's time for our financial focus. We have financial analyst Steve Budin here with us. So first things first, let's talk about consumer confidence.
That's right. So this is something I watch very carefully. Consumer confidence, 17-year high. Now basically, the studies show that generally when people feel good, they tend to spend more money. And I know we were debating this before. You don't think, you think mall therapy seems to work better.
If I'm upset, I'm gonna go out and shop a little bit more so than when I'm in a good mood, but I guess I'm in the minority here.
Yeah, believe it or not, you are in the minority here. Generally, if consumers are feeling good, if their job prospects are confident, then they feel confident and they'll go out and spend more money. Now these numbers tend to vary pretty good month to month, but a 17-year high is a pretty solid report.
All right. That also sounds like a healthier thing that I'm doing. So maybe I'll try and readjust that.
That's for another show. That's for another show.
All right. So you were also saying that people could be victims of maybe not a new scam, but something that's becoming more and more prevalent.
Yeah, this is an old one, an old flavor, mail phishing. And most of us think mailboxes now are our email, but old-fashioned phishing. So what's happening now is folks are putting rat trap sticky glue on the end of ropes and strings and throwing them in mailboxes and pulling out checks. So what they're doing is they're taking your check, they're erasing the ink, and then they're rewriting those checks out to themselves. So a couple of things you can do here to avoid this is don't put out your mail the day before, put it out the morning of.
Okay.
Don't put your mail out after the last pickup. But it's amazing how history repeats itself, because in the the last couple of years nobody thought of putting their mail out and worrying about it. But
no, you would drop it off.
Right.
I don't think that I thought about it. I'm like, oh, there's a mailbox. I'm good. Let's just take care of it right now.
Yeah. So just keep your eyes open. If you're putting your mail out, you're paying your bills the old-fashioned way via check, do it the morning the mail comes so there's less likelihood you're going to get taken advantage of.
All right, good advice. Yeah. And last but not least, something new. This is new, short-term loan alternates.
Yeah. The president signed some legislation last week changing some bank regulations, and local banks, national banks, are going to be permitted now to offer short-term loans. So there's nothing like competition for the marketplace to make products better. So now you're going to have your payday loan companies may have some competition from the local banks and credit unions. So if somebody's availing themselves to these loans, usually from a couple of $100 to a couple of $1,000 for the short term, you may start seeing some advertisements from your local bank, and that generally, I think, can bring the interest rates the borrowers are going to pay down because the competition is going to increase.
Would you think that the banks are going to offer a lower interest rates than what we've been seeing from maybe payday loan places?
I think they might, especially if you're a customer of the bank, right?
Okay.
If they know you and they may have a credit history on you, they may offer you a better deal. Some of them may offer better deals just to get into the marketplace for the short run, like a teaser rate before the rate would jump up to your normal competitive rate.
So the customer wins here, hopefully.
Well, we'll see, hopefully.
All right.
Competition's good.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
We'll be right back.